everybody, we are making facial hair from scratch. We went ahead and did the tracing, so check out that video if you have not seen it already. And today we are going to take our tracing and get it onto our block and pat it out, and then also lay the lace. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna try for the first time using shrink wrap as my base covering instead of tape, and I will report back how I like it. These are really intense, so be careful.
So my initial thoughts on the shrink wrap is it's super satisfying, and for a protective layer, it's not too bad for something that's going to be temporary. But I'll let you guys know here at the end because the full build is something that will tell us just how good this shrink wrap is. Now, I'm not too worried about the seam being all smooth, so let's cut away the excess and begin adding our tracing. Now, before I add my tracing, cut away any excess that you have that's just going to get in your way. Now, I will stare at this tracing for a minute, making sure that I have it even and that I have it where I want it, because you really want the sides and the underneath to be flat, even if it causes you to have to stuff a little bit more in the front. Taping underneath and on the sides, I will take my polyfill and begin stuffing that top front. Okay, I am showing you so much of this stuffing because it is just one of those techniques that once you get it, but it's so frustrating to learn sometimes. Now, once I'm happy with that center, I'm now going to take my Sharpie, mark where I'm going to cut along that Sharpie edge, and then I'm going to fill in where I could not reach from the top. Doing the Sharpie marking I found is very important because it will let you know if you've overstretched or not, if that Sharpie mark becomes really far apart. And once you're happy with how you've stuffed it, you can take tape and just put it back together. Now, I found starting in the center will actually inform you on how much you need on the sides. Oftentimes, you won't need much at all if you start in the center. Now, I know what you're thinking. Morgan, why in the world do I need to do all this stuffing with polyfill and I don't do something like, I don't know, foam or that spray foam? I'm telling you, this polyfill allows you to really blend out those edges and it doesn't overstuff. I really, really like the polyfill over anything else when it comes to stuffing. I've done the tissue method. I've done the tissue and taping method. I haven't done paper towels because it's just not as smooth, but just trust me, the polyfill really does do magic when it comes to stuffing the heads out. Okay, so I'm happy with my chin. I'm happy with the shape and the firmness. I'm then going to take tape and polyfill and blend up so that we don't have any harsh lines.
Now that I'm happy with my stuffing and we're nice and firm so that I can go in and pin and really get the shape that we need, I'm going to go in and look at our reference image. I want to go in and use what his facial hair does and look at the reference and put this on here. So I'm going to use different colored Sharpies to do that.
Moving our mustache up just so we have room to lay our beard lace.
Now to lay the lace, because I know that you'll ask.
This is the lace that we're going to use.
I'm going to be using a bossy lace that is 2 times coated. I want to go finer. We are going to quite literally cut this lace completely off. So let's lay her down.
So I chose this lace because I wanted something that was fine, but also had some sturdiness. And yes, we're going to lay it north to south. And to get our attention, we're going to take flathead pins and secure all the way around the lace that we've laid and cut away any excess so it's not in our way. Now on to our beard, starting by securing the sides and the center, top and bottom. We'll then begin securing all the way around and then working our way over to where we're going to dart underneath the chin. Now I am leaving a lot of my fussing in here because doing these darts, it's a very fine line where you don't want to go too big where the dart creeps up into that top edge of your lace. So sometimes you'll have to add more than you probably would like to. And every chin shape is going to be different. So sometimes you'll get to only use 1 dart on each side. Sometimes, like this one, you're going to have to do 3 on each side. Once you are finally happy with your darts, cut away your excess, grab your clear thread, specifically your fine clear thread, and let's start vent stitching or whipping, whatever you call it. Now, if you're new here, you have not heard me say this, but if you've been around, you know this is my favorite part of laying the foundation. I love stitching with my hook and handle. So I'm going to start with the innermost darts and work my way out, going back and forth on either side. This is going to make sure that we're happy with our tension so that if we need to adjust, we can go from the inside out and it will still give you that chance to adjust before you finish all the darts. Now for each individual dart, I like to stitch the open side going up and the closed side going down. And then for beard specifically, I do like to take a stitch across the dart. This just gives security and helps close the dart because we will be cutting pretty close to that black line that you see under the chin. Now, a quirky little thing about darts is that you're going to do something that I call, and maybe others call it, chasing the dart. So when you work your way up that open edge, you're going to have to chase this little bubble that this dart does. And you're not crazy. This is just something that darts do. And so it just takes time to get to that point where you can quickly nip that dart in the butt and then come back down. So just patience and understand that you're going to cover it with hair. So it's not going to always be perfect. And that's okay. A great wig maker once said, you're going to put hair over it.
Stay tuned. We are going to prep the hair and start ventilating. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.